Hello and welcome to another episode of the Drew Roff Show alongside Purdue soccer head coach Drew Roff. I'm the team's communications director, Charlie Healy. Drew, we're getting ready for Big Ten play starting Sunday at Nebraska, but first let's take a look back at the non-conference slate, 5-1-2. What impressed you most about the team's play the first 8 games here?
Well, I think what I'm most impressed by is just the fact that we really did improve with every match. That's kind of a cliche, get better every week that, us coaches use, and we believe in it, but, sometimes it's hard to, not take a step back and a step forward based on, certain things that go on. But I really felt that every single game we played, there was some lessons to be learned, and we discussed them and, showed them on film and things like that, and really, really impressed with how this team, takes feedback, takes information, very coachable group. And, we corrected a lot of things that we'd see, and then we could move on and, maybe we find something else the following week, and then we address that. So that's really been enjoyable. Anytime you have a group that wants to learn, wants to be coached, and that can actually apply those things game to game, that's where you really see improvement. So I've been really impressed with just the type of soccer we've played, and I've really been impressed with the way this team, plays together as a unit. So if we can continue to do those things, feel really good about our chances. And the good record is a result of really playing good soccer and playing together. So those are the things that kind of stand out to me so far.
At the beginning of the year, we talked about the team's depth, and you thought that was going to be a big point of emphasis going forward. The team leads the conference with 16 players who have recorded at least a point. We're second with 12 players who have an assist. 9 players have at least one goal. Mm-hmm. Did you expect the depth to be that wide ranging with players contributing points?
Yeah, I mean, probably hard to predict those types of numbers, especially with the 9 players scoring. I believe last spring we had 3, so that's a huge jump. But certainly not surprised just as far as the quality of players that we have. I think the great thing is you just don't know, when you have several young players, that confidence is so important, especially when it comes to putting the ball in the goal. It's hard to predict who's going to be ready and who's going to be consistent in that area. So, what I think we have a great group of veterans that, welcome that group and have showed the way. And I think we've got a young group that, is capable of stepping up in the big moments. And the opportunities that they have been given, they've taken full advantage of. So it's a nice combination there. And last match, 3 goals against Colorado, all 3 players that scored came off the bench. So you always talk about your bench providing a spark and giving your team a lift. And as a coach, the reason you go to the bench is because you feel that maybe some fresh legs and some fresh ideas can come in and make an impact. And sure enough, to see those 3 players step up and score in a big game like that was fantastic. And that's what we're going to need. We know we have 2 or 3 players in attack that are very dangerous and very capable. But teams are going to focus on those players, and they're still going to be able to get it done, and that's why they're those top players. However, there are going to be games and there are going to be situations where you need that player or 2 to step up that maybe isn't known for scoring goals to make that happen. So really happy about that, and it just makes us that much more of a difficult team to play if we have a variety of ways we can score and a variety of players that are capable of coming through when we need them to.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fun to see the wide range of players being able to contribute and score, especially coming off the bench and making an immediate impact. To get ready for Big Ten play, you talked about areas of improvement. Are there specific areas that you're looking at or lessons that you've learned that you're going to pinpoint heading into Nebraska with, we have a day off on Thursday and no game, little extra time to prepare. There's specific areas you're looking at?
Oh, for sure. I think once again, just our kind of philosophy is just, focusing on, player development and just, how the team can improve. And like I said, week to week, just what are some areas that we can fix or just improve overall. And we're still last 2-3 games, there's still a goal or 2 that we've given up, or there's a couple times where Mo Bovas had to come up with huge saves, and that's a great luxury that we have is to know that Mo can make those saves. However, you have to look at those defensive breakdowns, or you have to look at, did we lose the ball in a bad area, or, did we fail to clear the ball properly, or are we giving up too many corner kicks, and, are we fouling too much in areas that could be dangerous for the other team, and, making it easier for them, and those are always things that you look at, and just, things of, just the final third, just those combinations, the movements, the timing of the runs and the passes. Those are things you always will always be able to improve. So those areas are things that we look at. But I think we have a really solid starting 11 that we know. We've got several players off the bench that can contribute. We know the style of play. Everybody knows their role. Everybody's played against different styles in this pre-conference slate. So feel really comfortable there. But to put together 90 minutes of really, high-level soccer that we're capable of, I don't think we've quite hit that mark yet. So that's what we're continuing to strive to do.
Awesome. Well, hopefully it comes Sunday at Nebraska, first Big Ten game, facing a Cornhusker team that's 4-4 in the non-conference slate. What do you know about them? What challenges will they present to our club on Sunday?
Well, I think, a lot of programs, have similar, characteristics year to year, of course, and they're always known for, being a team that'll press you, that'll put you under pressure, and very athletic, and they go hard, and they're gonna compete, at the highest level. Definitely like to use the flanks and get the ball served in the box and things of that nature. Really good in transition. And can be hard to break down, so those are the things that we know Nebraska brings, and they've got a good team from what I've seen. They've had some good results, but they're going to be ready for us, and they're going to compete, and they're going to be a tough team to play, so we know that, and our players, we played them last spring, and we are fully aware of what this type of game means, but just focus on us, really being ready to compete and staying focused and doing what we do. But slightly different styles, but that's what makes soccer such an interesting match. It's just sometimes teams are like looking in the mirror. Sometimes teams are completely different, and we have some different styles, both effective. No right or wrong, but it's a pretty cool way to start off the Big Ten, and a great challenge for us. But that's what we came for.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming up, we'll have senior Maya Lambert, senior Sarah Griffith on the show. Mm-hmm. Two seniors who really made a big impact throughout their career. Let's talk about first Sarah, leading this team in goals, had a hat trick a couple weeks ago at SportsCenter top 10 play in the season opener against Kentucky. What's her impact been on the field and being able to coach her?
Yeah, well, I think, Griff is certainly one of the most technical players that I've ever coached. Her comfort level on the ball, and the way she can kind of keep the ball stuck to her foot while she's moving at high speeds is something that you just don't really see really at any level. So that's something that she brings from that standpoint. But really what stands out to me with her is just she's improved tremendously year to year. She's overcome a lot, and she's continuously worked to make herself stronger physically. She's become much faster. She literally has made herself a better athlete after undergoing some injury issues. She came back stronger, and that's kind of a cliche that you always hope for, but she literally was able to build herself up and improve physically. She's always going to have that touch, right? But now she's taken a role where she's wanting to score. She's hungry to score. She just has that mindset, like she has the confidence now to go with her ability. And she's always been one of the most talented players, but she's learned how to physically and mentally put it all together, and truly a special player. So, off the pitch, just her commitment to the program, her commitment to her development, just a player I completely trust, is going to give us everything that she has, and is just someone that you don't want her to graduate. I wish she could stick around for a few more years, but she's got a bright future, and she's been outstanding for us.
Absolutely. And Maya Lambert, another returning captain. She's really been a force on that back line, contributing to the defensive success the last couple of years. What's her impact both on and off the pitch?
Yeah, Maya's extremely versatile. She can play in the midfield. She can play in the back. And, she's not the biggest physical presence on the pitch, but, she's got a huge heart, and she competes She'll put her body on the line for you, and she brings a calm presence to us back there. Senior leadership, once again, someone who's so committed to the program, so invested in Purdue University that you just love players like that come through the program that set the tone for the younger players. And once again, someone I completely trust that is going to always want to put the team first. She's going to want to have the team be successful, and she's going to give you 100% every single day. So, she's another player that we're just very fortunate to have in our program, and a big part of our success up to this point. And these are also two players that our future success. A lot of it will be a result of kind of the foundation, the bricks that they've kind of put down, and kind of showed the way to these people, these younger players. So Maya's just a great person, really smart, and just completely invested in her development, the team's improvement, and the success. So once again, if everybody was that easy to coach as those two, we'd all never get tired of this. And it's been fun. It's been a fun ride, and I really look forward to seeing obviously what they can do here these next few weeks. Because this is their last go around, and they've put an awful lot of time and energy and contributed so much. So I think they're going to finish really in a strong way, and leave that impact, leave that jersey in a better place is something that those two will always be known for.
Absolutely, a long way to go to finish off their career. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of more great moments coming up from them. I know you're focused on Nebraska. I want to look ahead briefly. A couple of weeks is Alumni Weekend. How excited are you to have our alumni back? We just sent out notifications about the events we have planned for that weekend. But what are you looking forward to about that event?
Oh, we're excited. I mean, it's always like a highlight of the year is to connect with former Purdue players and just hear their stories, and just they're so excited to hear about what's going on with the program now and making those connections. And last year was obviously a year where certain things like that just weren't really able to take place. So we're very excited to be able to have them back. And Purdue soccer has a rich tradition, and we've got some really loyal alumni. It's one thing I love about Purdue. It's just incredibly loyal alumni base, and they love to come back, and they love to try to play us in a scrimmage if we can. Sometimes kind of hard during the season, but sometimes they'll play each other on a Saturday morning of that weekend or whatever. But to hear stories and hear about their great successes, and just see what they're doing with their lives now, it's incredible. And we're getting to the point now where a lot of those players are players that I did not coach, but we certainly have a nice mix of players that I've met through the years through the alumni events, and then of course now we have some of our players that we've had at Purdue that are starting to come back as alums, and that part makes it really fun. So looking forward to it, and hopefully we can play a great game for them, and make them proud of all the good things that we're trying to do here.
Absolutely. We have a great weekend planned, so if you've not received notification about that, if you're a Purdue soccer alumni, check the description of this video, and we'll have information about how you can sign up and join us here for a great weekend of reconnecting football and then soccer as well. So, Drew, we'll see you Sunday in Lincoln, and then coming back next weekend, but thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you, Charlie.
Yep. Welcome back to the Drew Roff Show. We're joined by fifth-year seniors Maya Lambert and Sarah Griffith, both captains on this year's team. We have a little different show this week. We solicited questions from the fans on social media, so we're excited to delve into what they have to ask you. First question is, what's the energy like going into your final season as you prepare for, a couple weeks ago preparing for the start of the season, now getting ready for Big Ten play? Maya, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know I was going to be here until a few months ago, so I'm really excited to be back and so grateful for the opportunity to come back and play one last year and kind of be with all my friends again. And I think we did really well in off-season, and then also going into season this year. Our non-conference games were awesome. We did really well, and we continue improving, so I'm really excited to go into Big Ten season.
Sarah, how about you? What's the energy like for you heading into your final season?
I think it's definitely bittersweet. This team and the program's so special, so it's definitely hard to leave something like this, but I think we're just more excited because we know how much we have in store for us in our future and just with the program. So we're definitely excited for some more big moments. Maya, this was a fun question. Building an ideal player with attributes from different teammates. Can you try to piece together your perfect player?
Yes. Okay. So work ethic, I'd probably go Tegan Jones. Grit, Skylar Patrick. Technical ability, Grace Walsh. think that would be my perfect player.
Nice. I like it. I think that's
That's a good combo.
Shout out, guys.
that's awesome. A U.S. national team player for sure.
Yes.
Sarah, how about you? We've had great fan support all season long, starting with a school record crowd against Kentucky. What's that been like to play in front of that atmosphere every game at Fuller Field?
Yeah, it's always special to play in front of fans, and especially fans that are so dedicated to us and the program. They've almost like become part of like the program here, and they just bring something to the game, like a 12th man, you would say, when you're like tired or down, and the comments they make and just the cheers they do are such a great pick-me-up, and they bring something to the games that, you know, our team can't. That's just like something outside of the program. So we were super excited for them to come to Kentucky and then for all the other games.
How about if you were to speak to your younger self or a younger player and give them some advice for someone who wants to do what you do and play college soccer at an elite level, what advice would you give them?
I would say you have to love it. You have to love what you're doing, love your sport, and then once you get to the collegiate level, you really have to like love the work, love what you're doing. It's a lot of work just outside of games with lifts and runs and film, so you really have to love the process, love the work, and trust it. And yeah, that's my advice.
Nice. Maya, as a backline defender, you've had so much success back there. What gets you to be so physical and continue to get up after every play?
Yeah, I definitely think I've come a long way. I don't know if Griff remembers this. We played club together, and I was basically a sweeper. So I just kind of stood 20 yards behind everybody, would just kind of clean up the messes that got by everyone else. So I've definitely come a long way since then, and I realized to be successful at this level and to be on the field, you have to be physical. So no matter how many times I fall down, I always get back up, and usually I get the call because I'm smaller than the other people, so it works out for me.
It's awesome. As long as you get the call, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
And Sarah, how about you? When you're scoring so many goals, leading the team with 5 goals, what's that feeling like when you see that ball go into the back of the net?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, when you play a 90-minute game, those moments are so precious, and to be able to celebrate with all the girls that put in so much work is just so exciting, and it's like something you'll never forget. Like every single time we score, you remember exactly your reaction, where you were, and how great you feel, so it's awesome.
And for the final question, we'll ask both of you, what's so special about this program and what you love most, as your 5th year in and getting ready to wrap it up? And, we talked a little about Alumni Day, and we'll get to that in a couple of weeks. We're still a long way away from that. But what do you like most about being part of this program? Miles, let's start with you.
Yeah, I mean, I love being here. My best friends are here. We came in with a big class, and we were all really close, and they left, and, I mean, I still feel like we're part of the now senior class now, even though we're technically 5th years, and they've been really welcoming and happy to have us back. And I mean, we all live with each other, we hang out with each other every day, so it's really just the people that make it special, and everyone's here to help you, no matter if it's academic related or athletically related. There's just such a great community.
Sarah, how about you?
I think it's really just like a big family. Like all the girls on the team are sisters, everyone with staff and everyone you work with, like day in and day out, are family, and you just know that they're going to be in your life for the rest of your life. So it's exciting to have like literally 30 sisters as the moment you walk in, and come out with some relationships that'll last for a long time. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a close-knit group, and as on the outside looking in, I see that as well. You guys are is a great environment to be a part of, and I'll say I'm lucky to be along for the ride and work with you guys as well. So. But Maya, Sarah, thanks for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you Sunday at Nebraska. Be sure to tune in on BTN Plus, and we'll then see you next week here back at home again. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Charlie.